Hello and welcome to MDil. A healthy dating relationship leaves out abuse. What is abuse? How do you recognize it? How do you cope? We find out with counselor and co-founder at Inner Sight, Ajanta Day.
I think abuse again is it's a really large word, but I think there's different kinds of abuse. There's verbal, psychological, sexual, physical. I think there is a sense of shame associated with abuse, especially for the person who is being abused, and you don't want anyone else to see your degradation or the way you are being treated. And I think there is a tendency to isolate and say, I don't want to be around people, I don't want to hang out with the same friends, I don't want anyone asking me questions. If you see yourself isolating from the usual group or the usual people, family, friends, other than your boyfriend or girlfriend, I think that's one sign to see that I could be in an abusive relationship, because I just don't want anyone else to sort of see what I'm going through. If you see yourself more often than not defending the person, whether it's with family, with friends, with colleagues, with whoever else, saying that no, you guys are judging him or her wrong. So these are signs you could watch out for. Maybe you are in a relationship where there is some level of abuse involved. When every time you're with the person, you feel very lowly about yourself. Every time. You can, it's like a pattern that you start seeing, that, you're fine when you go into work, but in the evening when you meet this person, something or the other pulls you down and makes you feel very poorly about yourself. These are signs to watch out for. And coping, again, the first step to any coping thing would be awareness, I would say. To say that, okay, I am in this. Is there something that we can do about it? Is it something I can talk to my partner about? And I think to be stuck in a pattern like that sometimes, even though I'm talking to you, Lakshmi, about breaking, it's not easy. There are people, there are women, there are men who are stuck in relationships like that for years, marriages like that for years, where there is some level of abuse involved. And just that the pattern becomes so familiar, you just don't know how to break out of it at some point. So it can get very difficult.
So understanding what one is feeling and awareness of the problem is the very first step then.
Yes, I think acknowledging it. Just saying that, okay, so this is what's happening with me. Because unless and until you are aware of it, in any case, you can't communicate it to anyone else. Look around and see what are your support systems. Most of us have, by the time we are an adult, we already have a support system, whether it's a family member, whether it is more than one family member, whether it is friends, colleagues, there is a support system. And if you reach out, there is always help at hand. So,
great. Thank you for joining us on MDil. And thank you too.